Okay, I'd like to talk to you about GRAZE.com and these rather fantastic nibble boxes that I get delivered through the post a couple of times a week. So each of these boxes, they're 100% recycled, comes with a rather wonderfully packaged box. Inside you get a really nice personalised, and I do mean personalised because they do a little bit of information each week. They're different, each box they're different. You can have them more than once a week, twice a week, every day if you like. But you get information inside about specifically the mix inside your box. And you've got here 4 little compartments that are removable, and you get information about each one, exactly what's in them, the health properties, etc., whether they've got nuts, protein, oils, etc., and as well as an expiry date. And the reason why they've got an expiry date is because GRAZE.com, unlike a lot of these places that just sell you quotes, seeds and nuts, they're really quite fresh and they're quite clever, funky mixes. So this isn't just 3 mini flapjacks in here. I've got an orange ginger flapjack, and it'll have anywhere between 10 days and 2 months life. That's quite typical. And 10 days, what's a 10-day item? Why would you have something as short life as that? And that's because, for example, here we've got a really nice freshly made bread. This is cherry tomato, basil and pesto bread, and that's, as you'd expect, freshly made, even though they're sealed in good compartments, don't need refrigerating, has only got a 10-day life. Where something else, here's a mix called Garden of England, and inside here you've got all kinds of fruits and nuts, etc., and that could well have a few weeks, where some products that are more nut and seed based might well be months. So here I've got something called Bakewell tart, and inside here I've got cherry sultanas, almonds and cranberries, and that's going to last a few months. Each one of these will come with the card in a box that explains exactly that, except including the life. Now typically I'll eat most of these on the day they arrive, maybe in the same week that they arrive. Sometimes I keep a few, so for example, if I don't fancy a filling flapjack because I'm after just literally a snack, I might keep a couple of those, take them home and have a few of these later on the weekend as a bit more of a filling treat. And because they last, these can last, you know, months, as I say, there's no issue with that. Now, in each box, you also get a really nice 100% recycled serviette, which is quite nice because these are perfect for having at your desk at work, or possibly even in the car. So these boxes are really nicely self-contained. They actually arrive, got another couple here on the side with a little plastic strap on both directions, so you can see there, a little crisscross, which you can pull off or cut with a knife, etc., or scissors. So I'm just going to quickly snip these. Is doing it absolutely backwards. So you've got there quickly another fresh box, and inside there I'll have, he says, another 4 things and my personalised card and menu details, etc., for another day. So these boxes, they only cost, they're just under £4, and that's the items plus the postage. They come to the letterbox, they're designed to fit into the letterbox. I've got a few built up here because I've been away on holiday and I didn't stop them, even though you can. So what you're able to do is actually go onto the website and say I'd like to not have them for a few weeks, etc. Or even, you could even forward them and treat them to give them to a friend as a sort of gift. So it's just something I decided not to do. So I came home and I've got myself 4 nice boxes of GRAZE that I'm going to nibble my way through, and absolutely I'll get to a couple of weeks. So that's going to keep me going for the rest of my holiday until I go back to work, and I'll take a couple of bits of these to my desk. Okay, I've just got a set of kitchen scales here. I'm just going to weigh a couple of the boxes because what I want to do is just to show you the kind of weight range you do get. So in this box I've got a flapjack, I've got a really nice kind of chutney dip. So I've got here some really nice little mini flavoured rice cakes and a really nice fresh dip on the left here. And some of them will actually range in weight from, there's a 32-gram item to here's flapjacks to nearly 70-gram item. So they do really range, nuts and fruit berries, etc. And I've got here 48 grams, a tropical daiquiri, sorry, and that's got sour mango, lime sultanas and pineapple, and that's weighing in at 42 grams. So as a whole, you're getting, like I say, these are snacks. These are, they're called NibbleBoxes, this particular range. You can get a great deal of ranges regarding the healthiness and or the treat-wise abilities of the box. The good thing about GRAZE.com is they always mix it up. They're fresh. They're varied. They're things you cannot get in the shops. To be honest, if I could, I'd probably buy even bigger portions than these, and you know, some of them become real favourites. But the way GRAZE.com work is they give you a really nice variety in a little box, and you get to choose your own little assortment. So now I can't talk about GRAZE.com and not explain how fantastic their website is. Okay, so I've zoomed in on their website just to give you a bit of a close-up look of what the kind of choices you've got here. So you've got here over 100 nutritional snacks. The $3.89 for a whole box, that includes delivery. There's a way of getting a first box for only $1.94, or in fact, if you enter a code, and I can give you that code, HJN6D2XD, you'll actually get a free GRAZE box, so feel free to use that code. Then we go into the GRAZE Health tab, because what I want to explain to you is there are different types of nutrition plans. So you can use this the way I use this, as a nibble box, or you can have an eat well box. So straight away you're getting ranges of the selection of products that they have, but without flapjacks and without chocolate, but everything else. Or you can have a boost box, which is our strictest, most healthy box, and it'll have no chocolates, no olives, no crackers, no breads, no flapjacks, but everything else. Or you can have a light box, and this is where everything's going to be between 54 and 146 calories, and no nuts, no seeds, no dark chocolate, no flapjacks, but everything else. Now, I don't limit myself on this at all, so I go for the full range, but it's when I say I go for the full range, what I've actually done is I've already gone round and I've rated everything. So what I mean by that is, although they've got lots and lots and lots of things, and really, really good details on the pictures, etc., the stuff that I really particularly keen on with the GRAZE.com are the things I can't get in shops. So personally, I'm not that interested in just olives, so plain olives or marinated olives, etc. I've actually already selected that as a bin, and when I mean bin, it means don't send me that, please. And all the other items that I am interested in, I've either rated as try, like, or love, and you actually get to do that with each box. So I'm going to quickly go to an image here that you get on each week. You'll get one of these boxes I had in the past, had in it the yin and yang, the Happers Tappers, the Rock the Casbah, and the Sour Mango Tantastic. And what you actually get to do each week is you rate each of the items that you've had, and you can bin it, say I never want that again, leave it on try and you get it occasionally, put it on like and you get it more frequently, put it on love and you get it quite frequently. So you might even get that even once a month, maybe twice a month, depending on how many other items you've got in the bin, the try, the like, and the love category. Now, don't get me wrong, you'll never get a box where you've got 4 Rock the Casbahs. They're very good at mixing them up, and I've never had a dull selection. What I typically find you get is a really nice mixture of savouries, sweets, etc. They've got some cakes in here. Again, it all depends on how you're approaching this, whether you're approaching it as you want quite a filling snack, and so therefore you're going to want to perhaps, you know, make sure you're getting some of the flapjack choices in here. If you're treating it as a purely healthy thing, then you might want to just get the nuts and the seed choices, etc., with the dried fruits or the moist fruits. In fact, that's one thing I really like about it. The nuts and the fruits taste really, really fresh. So you've got here some more interesting things where you get little dips. I think I've got a compartment option here. I'll just show you that. So you don't get it in a nice little ceramic pot. That is artistic impression and license. For here, these oat bakes. So these are really nice Scottish oat bakes. I've had these before actually, and a really interesting kind of onion marmalade chutney. So they call it a marmalade. It's got a kind of sweet tang to it. It's really, really nice. And these are the kind of dips that you get. And there's loads of them. So, you know, we are going through pages and pages here. I'm going to quickly go through all the sections so you get an idea. You have gluten-free high tea, and these are cakes of types, but when I say cake, I mean perfect. Pumpkin and ginger cake, for example. You can go through, I've gone through the flapjacks and marinated olives. Now, personally, I've unchecked most of these for 2 reasons. One, because I don't necessarily want olives, and I've also unchecked everything with garlic in, and that's just a personal preference. I absolutely adore garlic, but not in my workplace. So I'm having these typically at lunchtime at work, so I've unchecked all the garlic for work options, and if I wanted something at a weekend, etc., then I would absolutely tick it back on again. So you've got all kinds of spicy rice things in savoury selections. There are quite a few treats, so what you often can get is in a box you'll get one of them will have a particular kind of treat element, and if you've ticked chocolate as an option, you might get walnut and vanilla truffle. And in here you've got walnuts, dark chocolate drops, sultanas and vanilla pumpkin seeds. I actually really like that one. Some of the white chocolate I'm just not keen on myself. I like the milk and their plain chocolates, their milk and their dark chocolate, sorry. And the combination they've got with nuts and fruits here. This is a particularly nice one. I like yin and yang. So you've got blanched almonds, jumbo raisins, dark chocolate buttons and cherries, and that works really well. The cherries are slightly sweet sour. The blanched almonds are really smooth and kind of creamy and milky, and the jumbo raisins absolutely delicious, very moist and lovely. And it's all because they have done this really kind of great mixture of fresh foods that you wouldn't normally get, as well as these kind of different things. So for example, when do you normally get dried blackcurrant with pumpkin seeds that are yogurt coated, sponge pieces and cranberries? And it's a real mixture. So they call it summer pudding, and you know, you can pick at them if you want to. You can have individual bits of these assortments in your hand and eat them one by one, or you can, like I do, grab a little, pinch yourself a handful, throw them in your mouth and munch, munch, munch. Very, very nice. So some of them are a little bit different, some of them are a little bit more healthy than others. So quite a lot of these will have this rating here. So you've actually got one of your 5 a day rating here. You'll also have here a GRAZE light, so it's a low calorie and yet still one of your 5 a day. Another one here, you've got one of your 5 a day and a good source of fibre. So you get a real combination of codes, and the website absolutely explains to you what you're after. So if you do want to personalise your own diet, you absolutely can. So if you don't want to use their high level settings, you can absolutely go and dig into it. And what I've done over literally only a few days of being with GRAZE, after about 3 or 4 boxes, I'd rated and slated, as they like to call it, with binning and trying and liking and loving, and looking through these things, where I've got myself a really nice mixture. I'll get some good fruits, some good nuts. Quite often I'll get a flapjack or something that I'm dipping. So you've got yourself a load of selection, and you know, they're talking about just whole nuts here, but they do it in a really interesting way. So they're not just whole nuts, they're fennel seed and honey peanuts, they're Mississippi barbecue pistachios. So you know, even when you think you're just going to get some mixture of fruits and nuts, you're not. So this Shangri-La, there's another one I particularly like. It's lingonberries, pineapple, almond slice and pumpkin seeds, and it just works really well. There's a few other ones that you think, my goodness, what's that? Bakewell tart is another one I like. Cherry infused sultanas, cranberries and almonds. And they are things you'd get in a Bakewell tart, Bakewell cake, but they've done it in such a way that you're getting it without all the sponge, the flour and the sugar, and you're getting still a sweet, high protein hit. Really, really good. So really can't recommend them enough. Really good, clever combinations. They're forever mixing in new things. They're trying things that you wouldn't perhaps do yourself, and they're doing it in a really interesting way. And here's another little example under the seeded granola. They've got here chocolate orange granola, granola seeds, blanched almonds, dark chocolate drops and orange infused sultanas. And you're getting 4 or 5 things in each of these that are just really quite interesting and quite exciting. You get them delivered in this, like I say, really nice little box that you saw earlier, 4 little compartments. It's not going to be, I wouldn't say it's a meal, it is absolutely a snack. It adds to a meal very nicely. You ensure you're getting a lot of the good necessary oils from some of the nuts, etc., and some of the seeds, so you're getting a really good range of omegas, as well as some of the vitamins and minerals that you miss in everyday food. And certainly it's a really good way of supplementing that rather boring but essential sandwich that you get from the vending machine at work if you're not so lucky. So a few of these in your drawer at work, and it's absolutely fantastic. Now I get them sent to my home via Royal Mail, that's how GRAZE do it, but you can absolutely equally get it sent to your work address. So if you've got a work address that you know you can reliably have your box turn up at your place of work, then absolutely, hey presto, you can have yourself a really nice GRAZE up box delivered. And oops, knocking the camera stand, you've got yourself really nice information cards, and immediately you've got yourself, what have I got today? So here we go, Boston baguettes with a lovely dip, poached pear, Jaffa cake treat and a Brazilian banana bread, and my goodness, a little tea bag. How fantastic. So I'm going to make myself a really fantastic high tea here, and that's a real treat that I'm going to take to work tomorrow and really enjoy it. I always look forward to these. I get a couple a week. They'll typically last me across 3 days, because I usually leave one from one box to another day, and I'll have something as an extra treat on a Friday, etc. But you know, absolutely soon you'll get to appreciate the kind of mix and the flavours you've had. I've been doing this for months, not got bored. They keep adding new things. Some things that aren't so popular by many people, they obviously drop off. So I've not really noticed anything that I've particularly loved disappear. The list just seems to go on. It seems to grow, and absolutely they are a really, really good company. Really nice attitude and approach to things. They do some very good things in the community. It's absolutely packed full of information on their website. If you've got an issue with diets or blood sugars, diabetes, etc., they're really, really clever, and help you sort all these things out and help you plan a really clever, healthy, treat-wise, nibble-wise box. Like I say, they're fresh, great combinations. The life of the products, because they're fresh mixes, last between 10 days and 2 months. So they are individually sealed. I'm going to just open one. So that is an airtight sealed packet. So you've got a really simple, easy peel box. and immediately available to you. And this is kind of pear, but I'm going to show you this is this is not crunchy and drying. This is beautifully moist. This is exactly what you'd want. Really fresh, succulent fruits. I can smell them already now that the aroma's coming over to me. I'm going to just pick out one of the strawberries here. So, you know, yes, absolutely, it's not bright red as you'd expect, but that is a absolutely beautiful, beautiful little succulent strawberry. It's really soft and pliable. A little bit sticky in my fingers. I'm overplaying it really just so you can see what I've got here on the camera, and I can't resist. I'm going to just pop that in my mouth and chew on that as I go through my Garden of England. Very nice. So they're baby strawberries. Apples and blackcurrants. Oh, they're apples. I thought they were pear or something because they had a slightly different look to them, and they smelled almost peary. And I wonder why that smells peary. I guess it's because of the blackcurrants in there as well with the strawberries. And very, very nice. And excuse me for eating whilst I'm talking. Here's that code again. So if you would like to try one for free from GRAZE.com, all you've got to do is go on the website, register, enter the code. Here we go. You've got a getting started error here. Go on there and then type in HJN6D2XD and you'll get an absolutely free GRAZE box to your door. You're not even going to pay the £2 off that they've got on their website. That code will get you your own free sample on me, and I hope you enjoy it, and let me know your favourites. So there's a recent GRAZE.com arrived this morning. The total box weighing 241 grams, so that came through my door, second class Royal Mail, very good. Here's another one that I got early in the week, which I've not yet taken to work, and that's 245 grams. Shouldn't have put my finger on it. 245 grams. I'm going to just quickly open this one up for you.